Ladies and gentlemen, your boy is back once again, and I'm here talking about the NBA offseason. I'm gonna do a quick rundown of a lot of moves that are significant, and then I'm gonna talk about a couple of them the way I want to, and then we're gonna get into the Kawhi Laker thing later on as well. And I'm just gonna do it, and we're gonna get it through. So the first move I'm gonna talk about: Kemba Walker heads to the Boston Celtics. I'm disappointed in it. I'll talk about that in a minute. Kevin Durant and Kyrie go to the Brooklyn Nets. We got Dwayne Dedmon and Harrison Barnes signing back with the Kings. Chris Middleton back with Milwaukee. Brooke back with Milwaukee. Jeremy Lamb going to the Pacers with Malcolm Brogdon. George Hill going back to the Bucks. Bojan Bogdanovic signed with the Utah Jazz, which is disappointing for me at least. Al-Farouq Aminu signs with the Magic. Derrick Rose signs with the Pistons. We got Thaddeus Young on the Bulls. JJ Redick signing with the Pelicans. Jonas Valanciunas staying home in Memphis. Trevor Ariza signing with the Kings as well. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why Trevor Ariza does anything. Thomas Bryant re-signs with the Wizards. Tobias Harris and Mike Scott re-sign with Philly, as well as Al Horford signing with Philly. Jimmy Butler signs with the Miami Heat. The Oklahoma City Thunder get probably one of the worst players ever, Mike Muscala. Dude, just awful. Robin Lopez headed to the Bucks. D'Angelo Russell's going to Golden State, and that makes me sick to say. Imagine your third favorite player going to the team you hate the most of all of the teams in the league. Bobby Portis, the Knicks strike out completely, and they get Julius Randle, Taj Gibson, Bobby Portis, 3 power forwards, and Reggie Bullock, and Wayne Ellington, and Elfrid Payton. Just awful. Alec Burks headed to the Thunder. Okay, that's new. Wesley Matthews headed to the Bucks. Tim Frazier headed to the Pistons. Jordan Bell signs with Memphis, going to Memphis. I mean, not Memphis, but I keep saying it wrong. Minnesota. Isaiah Thomas going to the Wizards. Anthony Tolliver going to Portland. Willie Cauley-Stein going to Golden State. Glenn Robinson going to Golden State. Jarrett Dudley going to the Lakers. We got Jeff Green going to the Utah Jazz. Emmanuel Mudiay going to the Utah Jazz. Markieff Morris going to the Pistons. TJ McConnell going to Indiana. And then I'm going to close it off with Kevon Looney signing with a small deal back to Golden State. Enes Kanter going to Boston. And Seth Curry returning to the Mavericks. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to just speak on a couple of things. Right now, because there's a whole bunch more to come. And I was just making this video now so I didn't have to talk about some of these other things later. Like Mario Hezonja signing to the Trailblazers and Mike Muscala to the Thunder. Mike Muscala is so horrible. Thunder got Alex Burke as well. The Utah Jazz are trying to build this super team since the Mike Conley trade happened. And it's a interesting move. I don't see the symmetry between the team that they have. I don't see why that would really be a big... I don't see why that would be such a big deal for some of these guys heading to that team. Unless I'm somewhere other than Earth and Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert They're just this crazy dynamic duo, and adding Mike Conley there is just adding him to a big three. When I saw a similar situation last year with a good player like Mike Conley, a young star, high in the next situation, it's you putting Jaren Jackson next to Donovan Mitchell, who's shown a lot more, and Marc Gasol, the former Defensive Player of the Year, to Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year currently. It's not really. I don't think it's a big deal, really. But everyone's acting like it is because they got a bunch of big names in free agency. They got the big little names in free agency trying to build a team. But we'll see where they end up in the West. We got the Nets getting Kyrie, DeAndre Jordan, and Kevin Durant. It's a good deal. I'd say the Nets got a pretty good deal, but they have a pretty raw deal right now going into this coming season. It's not good for them coming into this season. I don't see a bunch of role players and Kyrie doing anything this first season that he's on the team, and I'd be interested to see. I'm interested. We don't know what Kevin Durant will come back, so we don't know what the Nets will be looking like towards the future. We don't know what's gonna happen in that case, and we have a lot of different things that we're looking at where it may matter, it may not matter. And also, with Kemba going to Boston, that means Terry Rozier is also headed to Charlotte, and that's not a big deal. Terry Rozier thinks he's the sweetest dude, but he really isn't all that. He's whatever-ish to me. You had one good season, you thought you was the man, you thought you could start over Kyrie. I don't see it. He's good, but I don't see what Charlotte thinks they're getting out of that. And we also have the Philadelphia 76ers getting a pretty good retool. Because now that they got Josh Richardson in the trade with in the sign-in trade with Jimmy Butler, so they're going to be looking pretty nice. They got another stacked starting lineup to put against to get buzzed by Kawhi if he resigns with the Raptors. But we got Kyle Korver getting traded to the Grizzlies in the Jazz trade earlier, and he's also going to be going to the Phoenix Suns now, as he's been traded for Josh Jackson and a couple of other players. The other people in that situation don't really matter, but Kyle Korver's most likely going to get bought out. They're saying he's going to go to the Lakers back with LeBron. The Mavericks looks like they're getting Boban Marjanovic, so the Bobby and Toby show is going to be broken up. And then we got Chandler Parsons going to the Hawks, which is going to be pretty good. Hopefully, if he can get healthy and attempt to play. Like, dude hasn't even been on the court. And then we got Quinn Cook also becoming an unrestricted free agent now. The Warriors rescinded him. So now he can pretty much do whatever he wants. If somebody wants to get Quinn Cook out of Golden State, they got the green light to do it now. And now the league is a bit all over the place. We got this Kawhi watch thing going on right now, where Kawhi was followed in his truck from Toronto, the airport in Toronto, to freaking the hotel where he was supposed to be meeting Masai and everybody. And we don't know what's going on with that yet. We got Jalen Rose saying he's 99% sure Kawhi's going back to Toronto. The Chris Carters, the Michael Rappaports, everyone, not everyone, but we got Chris Carter, Michael Rappaport, just pretty much, we got a ton of people saying Kawhi's going to the Lakers. We had Stephen A. telling people that his sources are saying that Kawhi's Lakers, but we don't know for sure. I see the Raptors have a lot on the line here with this Kawhi thing, because if they lose Kawhi Leonard, there's a big chance that Danny Green goes to Dallas with everyone else, which is gonna make Dallas even that much bigger of a threat. So they're gonna be high in the West if Kristaps Porzingis comes back good. Oh my, the danger. I view them as more of a threat than the Jazz, but it's all on opinion. And we got the Lakers in this situation. If they don't get Kawhi Leonard, they have to start making the moves. You've held off on getting numerous guys that would have really helped the team already. DeMarcus Cousins, apparently not that many people want to offer him a contract for some reason at all, which I think is terrible and is really unfair to him, as he got hurt a couple times. Now no one wants to give you any money, and you signed with Golden State for $5 million to try to pick up a cheap ring, and then everybody gets hurt. I'd say DeMarcus Cousins is on almost, I think he might be very close to being the most unlucky player in the NBA by far. As that's crazy just how much he's going through. And you could pick up pretty much whoever at that point to put around Anthony Davis and LeBron. You really got to get shooters to go around Anthony Davis and LeBron, so they can drive to the hole as well as they can, and the drive and kick will be insane. And Anthony Davis is good to the point where he could put up any kind of numbers on bummy teams where he had zero help. He is able to put up crazy numbers. So you pretty much can put Anthony Davis around anybody and he's going to be really good. And if you let Anthony Davis get to his spot and they give him the ball, he's catching it, he's going to do whatever he wants. And I'm going to just cap that off on that. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll catch you cats later.